What is up? The fantasy friends and all of our viewers and listeners are assembled here. So we're getting no views, no listens on this one. Episode Fiddy. Fiddy. Not
50.
50.
Fiddy.
Fiddy. Fiddy. Why did you try and correct?
5-0.
All right, let's introduce Cam because he's has already interjected. What's up, man? Tell me a little bit about yourself and how you living.
I'm doing good, man. Glad to be back for the 50th episode. 50th. It's pretty awesome. Glad I got invited. Glad we got to move it so I could actually be a part of it. I'm just glad to be here, guys. I mean, that's the main thing.
I'm glad for the $40 you gave me and Jason for actually
to be on the show again.
Allowing. Yeah.
Yeah, that Monopoly money, dog.
Jason, tell me a little bit about yourself and how things going within your life.
Saints?
How's things going? I'm living strong. You know this. Still pushing P even with Cam on the show. I feel like he pulled that back a little bit. We push P a lot when Tran's on, but I don't know about Cam.
Pushing C and pushing T.
We pushing C when Cam's on. Yeah.
I like it.
All right, we're just gonna go around clockwise. No, counterclockwise. Tran, what's up, man? Welcome back.
Not much, man. I'm chilling, trying to do this in a hotel room. So
somebody's blowing the phone up already.
That was definitely not me.
That wasn't him.
It wasn't.
Room service.
I've done told you. You keep those friends quiet over there. Jay, welcome back. How many times is this on the show for you?
3, I think, or something. But not 50.
Not 50.
So anyway, congratulations, guys. I guess you've got some tenacity to do this 50 times. So must be those hot takes you guys have. Keeps you going, right?
Hot takes.
That's exactly what it was. I was here for the whole 50.
Cam was all hot takes. Yeah,
that's all it is.
Our boy Shane in the chat screaming Cam. I don't know why he likes you so much. It's weird, but
because how can you not like me? I'm fucking adorable.
It's really easy, very very easy.
So
we're going to talk a little bit of football, but mostly this is going to be nonsense. We actually are being incredibly selfish on this show. We have an awesome Dynasty Fantasy Football League we're all in called Dungeons and Drag Routes. All 5 of us. We're going to have a 6th member come in here in a minute, but I am the senior co-commissioner in that league. Jason is a junior co-commissioner, and
only in age.
Ha! He's old.
And IQ. No, I've killed a lot of brain cells. But we're going to talk a little bit of football. Cam. All right, Shane says, Cam loved me, so I love Cam.
There it is.
Jason and I just chop liver, I guess. That's cool.
Yeah.
Big deal.
Popping the ratings, baby.
Popping something.
Popping dogs and talking hogs.
Okay. there's that. All right, we're going to talk a little bit of football, and like we have discussed none of this so far. Jason just put this in the show doc. First time he's ever put anything in the show doc in 50 episodes. I'm very proud of him. I get to do this because I'm the host. I get to talk shit. It's all good.
Yeah,
so we're going to talk about some stuff. I'm going to get everybody's opinions. I'm going to skip this first one because I think that's pretty self-explanatory. All right, Breece Hall, Kenny Walker, as we call him around here, 4 40-yard dashes. I mean, the running backs were on fire at the combine. Did everybody get a chance to see all that?
I took a peek at a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's day 2, right?
It's day 2.
Day 2 of the combine.
Yeah, wide receivers.
Yeah.
Yep. What do y'all think about Breece Hall?
Dude was killing it at the combine, man. He did freaking amazing for all the running backs, and they're surprising me this year with the speed. I mean, it's still somewhat of a weak class, but I'm sure there's going to be some diamonds in the rough in there somewhere.
Sure, I know what it is.
It seems like it's a good year to have one of those top, 4 or 5 picks in like a single quarterback. Actually, it's really good to have some of those middle picks in the first round of a super flex league because you got Breece Hall, Kenny Walker, like all these dudes, Treylon Burks, all that stuff. Jason, you've been super quiet.
He's texting, so I'm gonna take it. Yeah, I saw a little bit, man, and from what I saw, I don't remember names at all, but I just remember a couple like beastly motherfuckers in there, and I like wrote their name down somewhere because drafts this year. I'm trying to get them picks because my team.
How many picks do you have?
I don't know, no first rounds, but so
you don't have any first round picks.
Nope, not a damn one in either league.
Jason got all the first rounders.
I got them. I got speed for you, baby. Come get some.
All right, cool. Like I will fucking straight up right now, I will give you some shitty wide receiver for a first round pick, and
that's a good idea.
Yeah,
we must have at least one trade like live on the show. Yeah.
All right, I'll be working on this.
I already got the trade I wanted from Tran. We'll talk about it a little bit. Actually, you know what? I want to talk to y'all. See how y'all feel about it. So it was Nick Chubb and like what was it, Tran? The 206 in this year and like the 312 or something for David Montgomery and a 2023 first. Jay, you always are very critical of my trades. I want to hear what you have to say about it.
You always okay. So right now at face value, I would say pretty fair for an Eric trade. But I think Tran may come next year thinking, man, that first round would have been nice. But I don't know.
I would
say as far as your trades, yeah, it's probably more in the fair column than any others that I've seen.
I just wasn't so sure about the rookies this year. That's the only reason why I made the trade. Otherwise, I would have been okay with kind of keeping it. But
hold on,
I think
what is happening over there? Because it sounds inappropriate.
It sounds bad.
Next year,
somebody is fucking boning.
I think there's enough of a deep class. There's enough of a deep class that we could probably really get a late round pick. That's the only reason why I traded it out. But I need someone consistent.
I haven't heard.
Trent, you are a special kind of deviant.
Yeah, dude.
You are just
straight up sounds like the Swingers Mountain Retreat.
Oh man, just getting it in. I didn't know what he was talking about when he said he had Tubin at 8, but I get it now.
Oh,
yeah,
good old Tubin. Okay,
that's what he meant.
Tubin and Lubin, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Cam, your team sucks. I don't know what to even.
That's the fucking problem, Jason. That's what I've been trying to say.
All right, I'll tell you what. All right, I'll tell you what. Mike Evans
for 5 first rounds. Let's do it. I will send it.
Mike Evans.
Who's throwing on the ball?
That's the thing. I take a risk here. Mike Evans for the 106.
Mike Evans for the 106.
Y'all think about it, and we're going to move to a different little topic here.
Okay, yeah, we'll think
about it.
I
can get a hell of a wide receiver at the 106, dude.
That's what I'm thinking.
I really like this topic, especially because we have a straight up.
Fuck, it's a 50th episode, dude. Just give it to me. I'll accept it when my phone's not dead. Just give it to me.
All right.
We're
here, baby. I'm gonna be a part of the draft this year. I wasn't part of it last year. I'm gonna be a fucking part of it
Mike
this year.
Evans for the 106.
There we go.
Yep.
Not bad. So we got the Commanders. Take a man. Offered multiple first round picks for Russell Wilson.
Yes.
As I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by Jason and Cam. And whatever
you asked for
it. At Jay's a massive Seahawks fan. We did the trial of Pete Carroll, which I soundly lost. The prosecution lost.
That was a great episode, man.
What do you think about that? What do you think? Would that be something? Was that something you were interested in, Jay? If they gave up, let's say, 3 first round picks?
No, I don't know if it's ever been. I guess the whole thing with like what comes out like on a week to week basis is like somebody said this, and is Russell Wilson worth it? And I think bottom line is the Seahawks aren't interested in trading Russell Wilson for like multiple first round picks. And I don't even know if he really is, but I mean, what are you supposed to believe with like all these different angles everybody comes at like every week? And I mean, luckily it's not Russell Wilson anymore. You know, it's also like Aaron Rodgers. And I guess apparently that report also said that they offered Kansas City and a few other people, you know, some of the same, I guess, picks for, you know, their starters. But either way, I'm just really tired of hearing all this, like, you know, people trying to trade for somebody's quarterback when it just seems like there's nothing behind it. It's just somebody blowing smoke.
Makes sense. My thing is this: if you were Pete Carroll and you were in that, if you were in this iteration of the Seahawks at his age, and you got a GM that partners well with him, they've always done really well together. There's no reason why in the world you would want to get rid of Russell at his age and what he's done. It is like the stupidest thing ever to imagine Pete trying to reset that franchise without Russell. You know what I mean? At this stage and everything that's been accomplished, I think if you're going to do that, you got to find a new coach. That's just my opinion on that. But because that's just not fair to him at all. It's just, I don't know. It's counterproductive. And I look at the Redskins or the Commanders, whatever. God, I hate it. I hate them
bad.
so much.
It's so bad.
I hate them so much. Yeah, I get the idiot bitch for that one. But here's the thing. What does this say about Malik Willis? Because I was ready to jump on a hype train. And now it's just like, skirt. Let's try to get everyone else's quarterback before we do this. Whoa. Not what I expected at all.
Are you just talking about just for the Commanders?
Yeah, they're in perfect position to get him in the draft. So I don't understand. Well, it's not that I don't understand. It's just it's kind of shitty to think about this early in the game. You would rather try to throw away 3-4 draft picks, high draft picks, than to get with this kid who's you're probably seated to get one of the better quarterbacks in the draft.
And you got Heineke already. What's the come on, my boy.
I was going to ask you about that, Cam. How does that make you feel?
I'm not happy about
the
it.
sole Heineke fan in the world,
dude.
Besides his mom,
he didn't do bad. I'll tell you that. There were plenty of other quarterbacks that did worse than he did. Why? Russell Wilson, no offense, but what has he done lately? Fucking just stick with Heineke, man.
Russell
I wish I could make it.
Are you saying that Taylor Heineke equals Russell Wilson in terms of talent?
Absolutely. That's my hot take. There it is. This is why people tune in. Taylor Heineke.
To hear Cam scream Heineke.
Pretty much. This is what y'all brought me back for.
Tran, what do you think? Can you please tell your friends not to have sex while we're doing this?
Fuck yeah. I love football. I love Russell Wilson. Fuck
God,
yeah.
Russell Wilson's so nice.
Are you talking about all the Russell Wilson talk? Hold on tight.
That's the only way to hold on, bro.
All right. We're gonna.
That's the only way to hold.
Actually,
hold on tight.
Hold on to that tube. Hold on to those tubes.
We are talking about Russell Wilson, though, right?
We're talking about everything, buddy.
I know. Shut the hell up. But no, the whole talk with Russell Wilson, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. It's just a lot of talk, man. Just because literally, everyone wants to make a scene on the offseason, and we've got all the big quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, and just anyone that needs to be moved and, with teams that just haven't been winning. So I think it's just, people blowing smoke up their ass at that point.
I wasn't paying attention to whatever just popped, Cam. But here's listen, guys, it's hard to believe that you don't want Russell Wilson in your brand new black and gold jersey. You're trying to rebrand yourself. You're trying to be that new hot, sexy team. Hard to believe you wouldn't want a guy from Virginia to come back and represent that. But at the end of the day, like I said earlier, they're in a prime position to get this year's big QB. And if it's not them, I heard a good argument for the Giants because a lot of people haven't talked about that. But I'm sure we'll get to that on the show down the road when we talk about this draft. But, that's just the first thing that pops up to me when I hear it is wow. I understand why you want Russ, but you don't really want that coming out and then you go draft a guy and then he has to start his career as the guy you didn't want. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I agree, but we have someone here.
Oh, is it Carl Queef? It is.
It's
Carl Queef.
That's my man.
How's it going, guys?
I'm
going.
I like your hat.
A
Oh,
trade
thank
has
you.
been completed. What the hell?
I just saw that. Who is it? How am I not in on this action?
It's there.
How about that action, boss?
Let's get it.
Listen, I mean, there's plenty of opportunities. I mandated at least one trade during the live episode, but we can have multiple. But I'm not
CeeDee
trading
Lamb?
with you. I told you no Lamb. Actually, that's actually a really good segue. So the Cowboys rumored to be trying to trade Amari Cooper, or if they can't trade him, they're rumored to release him. What do y'all think that does? Okay, I'll ask you the same question that our buddy Clint asked, or sorry, Jeff. His name is Jeff. Your name is Jeff.
Yeah.
How does that affect the Cowboys? How does it affect Amari Cooper's value in Dynasty, and then CeeDee Lamb's value?
Well, the Cowboys are still going to suck, so it doesn't mean shit to them. They're going to get another shitty receiver, and they're going to drop the ball again.
Third in the didn't we win as many games as the Titans won in the playoffs?
I'm not doing this with you right now. I don't want it. I don't need it. This is not why.
The best running back in the league couldn't get freaking 40 yards.
Man, we're going to come back to that. That fucking
Hey, now.
Go.
This is uncalled for. All right, look, we did a show okay. It's funny. This is our 50th episode. We did a show this time last year, and we told everyone to expect this. But I guess after watching the season and the way it rolled out, anyone would want to convince themselves that they're not going to let Amari Cooper walk. But if you turn back time, what would it be, like episode? God, Eric, what is it? Episode 25, probably.
Something.
Yeah,
like that.
we were doing. We were looking at salary. We were looking at contracts, and Cooper was obviously the one to cut when it was all said and done. So I don't think it's exactly news, but I do think it's more just crap for Cowboys fans. I hate it for you guys, but we knew it was coming. Should have got it done.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know of any destination that can straight up trade for him because of that contract, but a release and then a $10 million a year salary, $10 to $12 million a year contract isn't, outside the realm of anything. I mean, somebody like, I don't know, if he were to get released, I mean, somebody like Cleveland could make a play. If Buffalo isn't sold on Gabe Davis, I guess they could make a play. I mean, there's tons of spots he could go to.
Yeah, I hear Gabe Davis is actually going to be cut. So
sweet.
Oh,
my team. I think on the field though, you kind of see. I think you see, like, I've been a big fan of him for a long time, but I think you see Cedric Wilson step up, and I mean that's a big target for Dak. So I think his departure, kind of plays with the distraction that him and both Lamb create for each other. But I think Cedric Wilson is somebody that could probably step into that role and flash a little bit, probably.
I guess the question is, if you release Cooper, you save X amount of millions of dollars, because Cedric Wilson and Michael Gallup are both free agents. So, you know what I mean? So does that free up money for them to sign both of those guys?
Yeah,
I think they sign them both. Yeah. I think that's the only way they can is if they get rid of Cooper.
Yeah. I mean, Gallup, you probably are getting a bit of an injury discount for Gallup.
Yeah.
And then Cedric Wilson, I think you can probably come at him like, hey, look how we started working you into the game plan, and now you're going to have this role permanently. Why don't you hang out here and we'll put up some numbers? I think both those guys would give them a discount to stay on 2 or 3 year deals.
That's a fair point. I don't know if Tran is even there. I was going to get his opinion, but there he is.
There he is.
I'm trying to listen more than anything.
Okay. Well, we're talking about Cooper and Lamb, and what happens if he's frozen. What happens? There's a beautiful smile though. What happens if Cooper gets released? How does that affect Lamb's value? How does that affect Cooper's value as far as dynasty goes?
Oh, I mean, I'm anticipating that Cooper's going to get released anyways, regardless. I mean, honestly, at this point, Cooper's probably better off going somewhere else where he can be that one and get completely all the targets. Just a place that is weak on the wide receiving core, because I mean, at this point, CeeDee Lamb is easily the number one there. Like, there's no question about it. And then with the emergence of like Cedric Wilson, and honestly, even with guys like like Pollard, who are really good with being able to catch in the back and accelerate out. It makes it a lot easier to let go of guys like Coop, and he's not producing as well as he used to.
Had all the fucking places. Jeez.
Somebody dropped the F-bomb, and this is a professional
Before
podcast.
Cameron, God.
Has Cam not said the F-bomb yet?
I don't think he said it yet.
I don't think so. I was actually coming in here and I was like, I don't want to just be dropping F-bombs everywhere.
Lord.
I'm so proud of you.
So
Fuck it. There it is, boys. I couldn't help myself. You call attention to it and it's just, there it is.
So for me, I guess real quick, it depends on where Cooper goes, whether he's going to get. I can't see his dynasty value being better anywhere else than it would be in Dallas, because I'm not sure where he would be the one anywhere. I mean, maybe Philadelphia, but they look to be like they want to run the ball 30 times a game. That's when they started enjoying success with Nick Sirianni.
Jacksonville.
Yeah, Jacksonville.
He'd easily be number one in Jacksonville.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Probably even like New York too.
And you got to throw Buffalo in there too, because you always want to put everybody on Buffalo. The Giants, the Giants, yeah. I could. You talking about the Jets?
No, I mean even to me with the Giants, there's no at that point there's no real clear number one in New York Giants, because Galladay's there, but the QB situation is just so terrible. At this point, it kind of puts you in a weird situation where, okay, who's number one? You know, are they going to depend on someone who is lesser than Galladay, or are they going to depend on Slayton? Or are they going to depend on Sterling Shepard? You know, at that point with a terrible quarterback, they usually lean on somebody else versus just the actual guy you think is number one. So, you know, he could go to a place like that and just end up being someone's favorite target.
I'll give you another Florida team in the Dolphins.
That's not bad at all. I'm just curious. I guess if I'll kind of backtrack, I guess I don't know an offensive plus a quarterback situation where he would be more valuable than he was in Dallas. Like maybe he'll be the number one target, but he got 100 and I don't have his numbers in front of me. I gotta imagine he got at least 130 targets in Dallas last season.
I can get you that.
To me, CeeDee Lamb looks like he's poised to be like top 5 type fantasy wide receiver, and Keith is just
he'll be all right.
Ready, Keith will be all right.
No, the only reason I want Lamb from you so bad is because I know that's the trade that would hurt you the most, like from a team standpoint and just your soul, because he's a Cowboy.
And that's what we need in the league.
So
he had would hurt the most.
He had 103 targets, 68 receptions, 865 yards. His touchdown, he matched his touchdown height of his career with 8 TDs, but he definitely regressed when it came to targets and receptions and yardage.
He missed a few games though, right? Like how many? 3 or 4 maybe?
Let's take a look. Game log says he played every game. Oh, he missed 2 games.
Oh, 2. Okay.
Kansas City and Las Vegas.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's wild. 103 targets, you said? 103?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure those 2 games were what? 6 more touchdowns there?
At least.
Yeah, easily 6 more.
Yeah. No, we can't be saying all that, because then Jeff is going to be all excited about him and not trade him to anybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, so not to belabor the point anymore, I think great for Lamb probably means that, like to Jay's point, that what's his name? Cedric Wilson is going to be re-signed with Dallas. I think Michael Gallup would be too. To Keith's point, I like the thought about the injury, because that was in week 17. The man caught a touchdown with a torn ACL. Like, yeah. I'm actually a really big fan of Michael Gallup. Have been for a while. Cam's all excited about it, but
he can be.
You think going forward they'll still try to keep Lamb in the slot?
Dude, I hope not. I think this kind of is like the harbinger for him being used inside, like kind of like DeAndre Hopkins is used, right? Everybody compared him to basically DeAndre Hopkins coming into the NFL anyways. So you can use, or Hopkins goes inside, outside, really takes advantage of all the cornerback matchups and stuff. I think Lamb has that potential. I'm hoping, yes. And honestly, gosh, I'm blanking on his name right now. The offensive coordinator, that he uses people. He doesn't have, this is my X receiver. He's not going to move around or do anything else. I
Yeah,
want to call him.
Kellen Moore.
Thank you.
Kellen
Dalton
Moore.
Schultz was stuck in my head. I'm like, it's not him. He's the tight end.
I don't blame you. He's a good one.
I think Wilson comes in as the X. I don't know who plays the Y and the Z.
So I've heard. So I listen to this podcast called Locked On Cowboys podcast. So shout out to them. They're really, any of the Locked On podcasts are really good, except for the Auburn one. That guy's voice is so annoying. But anyways, if Shane is still listening, he'll be like, "How dare you?" There's been a lot of talk of Pollard being used in the slot, like a lot. Like he's going to be one of the primary slot receivers.
Weird.
That gives me so much joy because he's so good. I mean, he was a receiver in college, so he played hybrid because that's what they do at freaking at Memphis. Yeah, he was Memphis. So
Well, I just think that,
Memphis.
CeeDee Lamb can play everywhere. So, I mean, you would think anybody with that kind of talent, like on their team, any OC would just be drawing him up all across. Like, just every play is designed for CeeDee Lamb. We just line him up somewhere different you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But I just hope he's mentally ready this year.
That's why I like Nathaniel Hackett, because it was, okay, Devontae Adams is our best player. I don't give a shit if he sees 7 targets on a drive. Throw it to Devontae. I mean, not that they had much choice because they really didn't have anybody else there.
Yeah.
But, all right, it's time. No
Trans
more
in the
football.
bathroom.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean, it's
hey, bro, there you go.
What the
Trent,
fuck?
It got way
taking
too
the
wild out there. Trent had to go in the bathroom.
oh my god. No, he was. The funny part is the noise you heard was him just like literally slapping his elbow.
What? Sure.
Yeah, man. When I get bored, I just slap that elbow.
I just, when I'm bored, I'll just
fucking beat the shit out of it. Toughen him up. Body hardening, bro.
Yeah, he's practicing for Muay Thai. Was he
Joe?
doing like?
No. We
I was like, hey
playing
guys,
Clue,
check this
too.
shit out.
We were playing Clue, so I was kind of like half paying attention, but also half like trying to talk too.
Clue.
He's like,
Yeah.
you better not guess Professor Plum. Fuck you up with the
Got him in the
elbow.
library with a fucking elbow.
It was actually the Dungeons and Dragons version of Clue.
Hell
He
yeah.
wizarded him with it. I'm over it.
So we have a new segment on here. I didn't get a chance to actually write it down, but I am loving the name and I love the concept. It is officially called the Unprofessional Cam's Corner. So Unprofessional Cam's Corner.
Oh,
we
no.
have some questions. We have some questions for y'all, and I am so excited to get your answers. We're gonna go Keith, Cam, Jay, Tran, Jason, and then myself. The first
All right.
question: what NFL player could you beat up in a fight? No punters, no kickers.
Oh, come on.
Keith's got to go first.
Oh, let's see.
And you could do it too. Like, who would you most
right.
want to fight?
God, I know mine.
Who would
I do too.
Who would I most want to fight?
If you don't have one, I got one right now.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
going to say, yeah, we can just jump in. Just whoever's got
Yeah.
one.
Go ahead. You guys go ahead and jump in because I automatically went to the Steelers' offensive coordinator, but that's not a player. Yeah, Matt Canada, man. I'd want to get fisticuffs with that guy weekly. I think.
Oh, that's funny.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I think we can accept
It
that.
is.
I mean, I think Hunter Renfro's a small guy. I know he's wiry and scrappy. I think I could maybe take him just because of size advantage. Maybe. Like, I'm not confident, but I'd give it a shot. Like, I'm not going to say, oh, Calais Campbell, let's get it on. I'm not
That's a
doing
bet.
that. Like, I want somebody I think I got a puncher's chance against.
Cam is gone, but he said Aaron Donald first. I was like, dude, that is like asking for assisted suicide. That's
Yeah.
not legal in this country. You can't do it.
Yeah, if I had a terminal illness, I'd want to fight Aaron Donald.
Yes.
All right, Train, you said you got somebody in mind. Who you got?
I would go for Josh Norman. That dude gets bodied by just literally everybody in the world. He's a great corner. Well, I won't say great. He's a good corner, but dude, he is so tiny. I think I could take him, break, maybe an ACL, MCL from him, just kick him. I got a shot. I know I got a shot with Norman.
Tran is going to literally rip the MCL and or ACL from the knee during the fight. He's 6 foot tall, 200 pounds, right?
I'm like 5'10". I don't give a fuck if he's 6 foot tall.
Oh, dude,
He's only got
so
2 inches
sorry.
on me.
I'm stealing from somebody else. Tutu Atwell. Tutu Atwell's where I'm going.
Oh, damn you.
I'm going full Tutu. I could see you guys lurking up there. Somebody was going to say him. I'm stealing him because I love Hunter Renfrow, and I have no opinion of Tutu. I'm sorry, guys. Nothing against you, Tutu. I know you're watching.
Yeah.
Oh, I got everything against Josh Norman.
That's fair. That's super fair.
Jason, you got your. So I'm going to qualify.
I got
this.
one. I'm trying to be realistic.
I'm going to qualify this because no one else is going to say it. We've said it a few times. Jason is giant. Jason has got to be at least 6'6", 3. Yeah. You're a big boy.
Yeah,
big boy. So who you have the size advantage on? Not everybody, but
yeah. I'm trying to be realistic though. I'm trying to be extremely realistic. And if I had to say, I think I could beat one guy up in the NFL. One guy. I think I could actually beat him up. Patrick Mahomes. Because he has no fucking backbone whatsoever, apparently. He couldn't even tell his brother to sit the fuck down. Like, come on, you got millions of dollars. Tell him to sit the fuck down. I feel like I got the energy and the spirit and the rage to beat Patrick Mahomes up. I'm saying it today.
Wait, hold on. I think all of us could take Mason Rudolph, by the way.
Yes. Probably.
he's got a permanent.
He'd call you a name, Tran. He'd call you a name.
I know.
How dare you? How dare you? Unsubstantiated rumors.
You know my hate for Mason Rudolph. I absolutely hate
allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Jay, you got somebody in mind?
Yeah, I'm in the kind of Keith camp here where this is completely probably unrealistic even for some of these small guys, but if there's a chance, it's got to be the fact that I'm completely pissed off at this person for some reason or another, and I've never been more pissed off at a player than Darnell Dockett. So there's no fucking chance, but I mean it's the only guy I can be like, dude, you are a fucking dirty ass player, so I'm going for it.
I like that.
I like it. Somebody.
Wait, hold up.
Who used to be like that? There was another guy like that.
Fontes Perfect.
Yeah, he was a real piece of shit. But I believe he would beat us all up at once.
He was like 6'2",
I ain't messing with Perfect. I mean, the dude's a big dude.
He would hurt us all.
Hey,
Yeah.
Eric, did you say that Norman was 6 foot 200 pounds?
200 pounds. Yeah.
I'm like 185. He ain't that much heavier than me.
Yeah, but are you 5% body fat? Because I would imagine that's probably where he's
Yeah, I mean, no.
Tran may be stronger than Josh Norman. I mean, all jokes aside, Norman probably seems like a combine 7 or 8 bench kind of guy, which is, for me is still good. 225, 8 times. I can't do that. Tran can though. So,
Hey, look, I do leg press about 1,100. So.
Oh, numbers.
Numbers.
I get at least
ego lifting over here.
Tran's like, I'm hitting weekly PRs, guys. Josh Norman. All day.
So I've got
Josh Norman's leg would break.
Most likely.
Got mine. And I'm going to do this I'm going to just say that I have a mental and tactical advantage. We might be the same size. I don't know how big this guy is. Vernon Hargraves is an absolute retard. He was the guy out there in his slides that cost his team 15 yards in the Super Bowl. So I think I'm probably just smarter. He probably doesn't keep his hands up in fights. He might be bigger and stronger, but he is an idiot. So I think I could probably take him.
Just mentally,
Yeah,
outmaneuver him.
You're irritated.
Lure him
man.
into a trap.
Yeah, I think he's one of those guys where you can go, "Hey, what's that over there?" and he looks, and you just,
You do the he would fall for it every time.
yeah, hit him with a
Cam
sock
said
full
he
of
would be
nickels or
back in a
something.
second.
I was
and
like,
then
did Cam
been
disappear?
gone.
I was about to comment. I think the funniest thing about this segment is it's called the unprofessional Cam's Corner, and he just leaves. It's
Literally
great.
thinking the same thing, Jason.
Holding
Yeah,
true
it's
to his
great.
name.
Yeah.
How unprofessional.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll get Cam's answers in a minute. This one is actually I'm really excited for too. What NFL player, kickers? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna throw it as far as head coach, personnel, everything.
Yeah.
Who number one? Who do you want to party with? And that can be drinking, token, whatever you like to party. Doing a little cocaine.
New development, just learned this week. Mike McDaniel. Dude seems wild
He's
as
a
hell.
stoner.
He is an interesting guy.
That
Yeah.
dude looks like a stoner, so.
Yeah.
And
I'm
you know,
on board
I
with that.
saw him on Pat McAfee, so you know what? If you get two of them together, that's a dual threat.
Actually, I would love to party with freaking Mike Vrabel. That dude seems like a fun time.
I've heard some things. Yeah, I heard Vrabel gets down.
He seems like an angry drunk.
If you remember that
Probably.
2020
He probably
draft,
definitely is.
Yeah,
do you
I'm
guys remember
concerned
the
about that for
2020
sure.
draft?
What's that, Jason?
Do you guys remember the 2020 draft where everybody had to do it from home and he did it from like the bathroom or something? I forget what it
Oh,
was.
that's
It was
awesome.
He was
somebody was
probably
like on the
drunk.
toilet like when he's drafting. What was it? It was something to that effect.
Dude,
Or there were just like a lot of like half naked people.
You mentioned in
friend-
that draft.
His brother was taking or his son was taking
Yeah.
a shit or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Like he just
Wow.
he just got on. He's like, yeah, dude's taking a dump back here. I
Wait, so
draft.
Tran wants to party with Mike Vrabel. We're about to draft, and he's in a bathroom? Coincidence?
Just a little bit.
Mm.
Dude, I don't know about you guys, but I think venues sometimes make a party. So Jason just reminded me of something. I want to party with Cliff Kingsbury at that house he drafted from.
Yeah.
Everybody saw that thing?
Yes.
Dude,
was
best
ridiculous.
house ever. I mean, he's not going to be there long, but it's a nice rental, and I will go there and party until he's
Right.
fired next year.
Eric, have
You
you
just-
seen it?
What's
Just
up?
sound like a 5-year extension.
Have you
No
seen
way.
it?
Mm-hmm.
Kingsbury, 5 years?
Yeah, 5 years.
Well, then
Yeah,
we can
him
definitely
and-
go
he
party
and
at
Steve
Kingsbury's
Keim.
house.
Him and Steve Keim got extensions.
No, I read that Keim did. I thought, yeah, okay. Then I missed that. Well,
Yeah, I
then we
think
can
they both got.
we
3
can
or
party
5.
all the time with Cliff Kingsbury. I know people like the footballers are pretty sad about him being there, so I didn't hear them even mention anything.
Yep, that's where I heard it from. Was their podcast.
Oh, man, I must have
It's-
missed
I
that.
mean, they're
Is
all.
there-
And he returns.
You know what though? I think they're on their way up, Keith. I think that podcast is going to be big soon.
Yeah,
Is it
probably
gonna
so.
be? Yeah.
I'm seeing where a few people are listening here and there. They're
Yeah.
picking up steam.
They're definitely. I want to party with Roger Goodell. That dude was drunk out of his mind at the draft. The 2020, the commissioner was fucked up at the draft. Honorable mentions: Matt Stafford. That was hilarious. He was fucked up at that. He was freaking pounded Don Julio at the. He like chugged this much Don Julio out of a bottle. And then Jerry Jones, but I think I couldn't party with Jerry Jones because, much to Keith's point, if I could be on that yacht and party, that'd be great. But I feel like he would just be an insufferable like person to talk to. I don't know.
Well, you being a Cowboy fan, you'd probably revert back to the previous segment and want to fight him.
I might.
Very true.
Cam,
Very unprofessional.
Yep.
Who are you going to fight in the NFL?
Okay, so I thought about this a lot, and at right now, there's no way I could fight any of them. But in my prime, there's also no way I would have been able to fight any of them. So I just went with Andy Reid. I feel like I could take him pretty good. I feel like I could whoop that
Throw a
ass.
cheeseburger.
So that's who I picked to fucking fight.
Oh
Andy.
man.
I didn't
Do
know
it
we
online.
could fight coaches.
Yeah, that's just what I went with because obviously, like, I looked up like NFL player. I was like smallest NFL player, and like those motherfuckers still like there's no I don't stand a chance. So I was
Keith
just
found the loophole. He found the Tutu Atwell's like
Did.
152
Yeah,
pounds.
the Tutu Atwell is a tiny, tiny man.
yeah. Well, I still think he probably beat the shit out of me.
Well,
So
I mean, they're all world class athletes, man. I mean, Eric brought up a good point, man. Bringing up Goodell, I think so many people would want to fight Roger Goodell.
mhm.
I mean, he's a big guy. He's got a long reach, but I feel like I could get in close, do a little damage before he destroyed me.
How jacked is Roger Goodell? Do we know? Like, do we have shirtless pictures?
I don't know, but I'm gonna have some tonight.
Yeah, we got to Google that for research purposes.
Yeah.
I'll put it to you like this: if this is an unsanctioned fight, I'm fighting just about anybody, and I'm kicking them straight in the nuts. I mean, if I'm trying to like survive for my life, all bets are off at that point.
Okay, who would you least like to fight? Is it Aaron? Is it consensus Aaron Donald or Calais Campbell? Like,
Yeah,
who
Aaron
is it?
Donald absolutely would not fucking. I don't even want to be near that man because I just feel like that if I
Aaron Donald is just an angry fella. Like he is pissed off at every single thing, and I wonder if it's like a short man syndrome because like he is smaller than like the guys that he's typically like going against, and anytime someone pushes a button, dude is already off against him. I can't fight with a fuse
big
that
meaty
short.
men slapping meat, dog. It happens. Like you fucking big
Slap
beef
slap elbows together.
it just happens. But that's okay because that's what we pay for.
I'd fight Aaron Donald before I would have fought James Harrison.
Oh God, yes.
My God, fuck
That was a
that.
big. Or Ray Lewis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He would have just stabbed you.
Nothing sharp around.
Yeah.
Nope, not fighting Ray Lewis either.
Aaron Hernandez, break his ass back.
You don't. One does not fight Ray Lewis. One is murdered by Ray Lewis.
That's true. Like Ray Lewis could obviously kill me with his bare hands, but he would choose to kill me with a weapon.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys.
Hold on.
Allegedly, this man's been found. There's no charges here. He's totally innocent.
As long as you say allegedly, you can say anything you want. I learned that.
Who can kill you faster, Ray Lewis, Aaron Hernandez, or Henry Ruggs?
Well, Aaron
Ray
Hernandez
Lewis.
is dead, so he's out of the question.
Ruggs kills with high speed. So.
Yeah, intensity. So
This got real dark.
it's really dark. Yeah.
You guys are never going to be able to run for president after this podcast.
Absolutely
much.
not.
Well, good
I'm
thing
not-
for you, and that is I never planned on running for president.
I wasn't born in the U.S., so I can't run anyways.
Cam's like, I'm not making it to 35, so it's fine.
Yeah, fucking, we're hanging out there at this point. So, what was the other one? Who would I like to party with? That's what
Party
it was.
with.
Party.
Did you say farty?
Cam, we
Party.
better have the
You
same
just said farty with.
party with. Cam, we better have the same answer here. I think this is an obvious Titans answer.
Yeah, I'm going with fucking. I don't know, man. Blessing with the boys and shit. Like, I gotta go with fucking Henry and Luan and all them fuckers, man. Let me go out with them because they're wild, dude. But they're like wild and like. I feel like I could keep up to a certain extent from like what my small body structure could handle with alcohol. I feel like I'd be able to hang with them for a while and it'd be a good time. And plus, I'm a Titans fan. So like we got something to talk about. There's our common ground. I feel like we would have a real good time. It'd be a real catch.
I'm partying with the boys.
Y'all would end up crying about your first round loss.
Oh, he's a son of a bitch and I hate him. You fucking.
Hey, my mom watches this.
Okay, cool. Jam, raise an idiot.
Yeah, did you hear the hurtful thing he said?
What?
We're telling at this point. This is official.
Y'all are tattletales. Is what it is.
Yeah, we are.
Okay,
Eric said
I'm
a
not
bad
going to
word one
participate in
time.
this one, but I'll get y'all's opinions because I really don't pay attention to this shit. Like I legitimately don't. Who has the best jerseys or jersey, whatever, and who has the worst jersey? And you could do home, road, blah blah blah. I don't care. Whoever wants to jump in.
Man,
The worst jersey.
the worst jersey, man.
The Steelers Bumblebee.
No.
I dislike it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of it either, to be honest.
Yeah.
But if we're going throwbacks, man, those old Packer throwbacks that were like blue and yellow, those are pretty awful.
Christ.
Those are
Yeah.
nasty.
I
Uh,
always think the Pittsburgh Pirates are playing when I see them in the Bumblebees. I'm like, oh, this is cool.
I don't know, man.
Uh,
I absolutely. The Browns had the worst uniforms, and then they switched them, and now they're fucking hot, man. I like them things, but I guess just because how plain they are, man. I don't like the Raiders uniforms. Like when you play Madden, you're like, cool. Let me play a different uniform, and it's like all white, all black, and they're just like, yep, this is our variance right here. This is what's cool, and it's just like, nah, it's trash.
they are pretty basic.
And
I
dude,
think the best.
go ahead.
Well, no, I just think the best uniform is that old Chargers uniform.
The powder blues.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just think that's the best uniform. I think the Oilers uniform is up there. I just can't believe we don't wear it. It blows my mind because it's also.
I do. Yeah. As much Oiler hate as I harbor in my soul, I do love their uniforms. I always have.
Yeah.
Oh God.
God damn it.
Why do you lie though? Like I actually really thoroughly enjoy the Color Rush Titans one. Like I mean, I love the color feel. So those particular ones, pretty good. Oh my God, he's gonna go get his damn trophy.
God damn it, Jay. What about you, man?
I'm a big fan, and it's completely biased, but the Seahawks alternate jerseys, the gray ones.
I like those.
I like those a lot.
Nice.
I even like your the bright green ones.
Yeah, I don't like that one.
I mean, I wouldn't want them all the time, but bringing them out once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like
see, they went for that color rush thing, and that's like the Seahawks color rush. So like, you don't really see the gray anymore. But like the first couple of years, I guess Nike got the jersey deal. You saw those alternate jerseys, and they came up with that gray, and I was just like, that's me.
Yeah. You know, everybody hated these jerseys, you know, historically, but I really love the creamsicle Buccaneers.
Oh hell yeah!
I love those things, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
When you said Chargers, that's what I thought. What if those two teams play each other? Woo!
That'd be amazing.
I would have to say I hate the Browns jersey. I mean, I think it's the Browns helmets I don't like the completely blank. I mean, they might have thrown a number on some of these alternates or something, but just the orange helmet, I'm like, yeah, give me anything. And what the hell's a brown anyway? I mean, I know it's named after they've adopted like a dog or whatever, but
that dude was high as shit when he was like naming that thing. I think I went on a whole rant about it like episodes back, like how the Browns were just stupid. And somebody fucking was just high as hell, like, yeah, bro, we're gonna call them the Browns, but we're gonna make our color orange. And then they had to like go back, and it's stupid, it's trash.
You gotta open your mind, man.
Yeah, bro.
Did anyone say the Chiefs
or the Ravens?
Did anyone say the Chiefs?
Oh, dude, I hate the Chiefs uniforms.
I don't like that
ugly
tomato soup look.
No.
Yeah, the McDonald's fucking uniform.
The Campbell's Chiefs.
The Campbell's Chiefs.
That's
honestly,
that's Dak territory.
Honestly, I'll say the Titans' new uniforms, man. I don't like them nearly as much as I like the old ones. I love the old ones. I love that the blue up here with the. It's just that I don't know, man. I just
talking about the dark blue on the light blue.
Yeah, love that.
Yeah,
or the light blue
I do miss that home jersey. Yeah,
love it, man.
Well,
so
the Vikings always have badass looking jersey.
Dude, man. They always like that. I think it's just that purple and yellow, man. It's hard to fuck
pops.
Up. Like, it looks really good. Love those. Hate the Jaguars uniforms. Those helmets, like the ones that faded from black to gold or gold to black. Trash. It looks so bad.
You know, I have to say it, Cam. The teal is hot. I hate it. But I get why people are always, Duval with that bright ass teal look. It is cool.
Is that our consensus here? Like the really bright, like out there colors have always been like super badass. I mean, you got the Bucks. Jason said the Jags, the Chargers. I guess
they pop.
They just look good Broncos, on TV, man.
Yeah. Broncos orange ones, man. They look real good.
I like the Bengals jerseys, the orange ones with the black sleeves, and you got the stripes on there. I think
like those too.
Always real nice.
Yeah, those are pretty awesome.
All right, would like the Bengals.
Yeah. Tampa Bay, man. I didn't really pay too much attention to it until Tom Brady rolled into town because I had nothing for the Buccaneers. I was like, fucking no, the Buccaneers. Like those things, man. those when they run like the different colored pants with those jerseys and shit, bro, it's hot, man. I mean, not in a fucking they're hot. Yeah, they're hot. Tom Brady's a hot man.
Mhm.
We got
All
there.
right.
We just went.
So it's time. It's time for the Dungeons and Drag Routes divisional draft.
Oh yeah.
Do I need to Jason? Do you want me to qualify why these two are picking? Because I feel like I've picked on them enough.
I don't
And
think we
Jay,
need
you
to.
know
I don't
what?
think we need to rub
And
it
it's
in
really
anyone's
not
face.
Jay's fault. And it's really not Jay's fault. He didn't get to draft his team. Somebody else. Well, Tran drafted his team, so it is his fault, 100%.
Absolutely.
But anywho, we got these two
Keep
lovely
in mind,
gentlemen.
though, we're not the two worst teams. There are some under us.
Yeah.
Way.
They're supposed to
that
be
is
here.
true. You're right. Yeah, Toby, and then somebody
They're
else.
not the worst. They're just some of the worst. Like there's plenty of other guys that are worse too. Like
they're bottom third.
and
Tran
Trent's
just
gone.
said he's leaving.
He's like, fuck this, I can't take it.
Without defeat, you can't appreciate victory. So they're on their way up.
Victory. You love
They're
victory.
on their way
Keith.
up.
And without defeat, you can't walk.
You love victory, don't you?
I do. I enjoy victory a lot, but
Cam, I can't wait to whoop your ass this year.
wow.
Say that every year, and it's always the same thing. He's like, I'm gonna get you next year, dog. My team's gonna do so good, and I'm here to tell you, it's not.
I'm pretty sure I beat you twice already.
Doubt it.
13-1,
and you barely won the last time.
What is it? Vin Diesel, the greatest man to ever live in Hollywood. It don't matter if it's an inch or a mile. Winning is something, or whatever.
It's
fucking beautiful.
Family.
All
I
right.
think we said.
Family, dog.
All right.
Winning is family.
How are we deciding who picks first? How about this? I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 20. Jay, what do you got?
17.
Tran, what you got?
12.
It was 13. Tran, you want to pick first or second?
I'll pick first.
All right.
Tran, you gotta name your division first.
Oh yeah.
Or conference.
Dude, you better appreciate this fucking name. You and Keith both. So the division name is going to be called the Ass Beaters Battalion.
I'm cool with that. Ass beaten. There's no sexual connotation to that at all. We're just
Not
gonna
at all.
value. I will run around saying I'm an ass beater though. I'm cool with that.
It was literally off of the reference of where like you were talking about like a specific song or something was just like it was an ass beater, and I was like, you know what, that's a really good reference. Let's go with that.
I use that in my everyday conversations now, so thank you for that, Keith. I'm cool.
Yeah,
with
no
that.
problem. Well, no matter what Eric says, and I think Jason may be on board with Eric here, but we were talking about Norma Jean, and I said most Norma Jean songs are ass beaters.
They are in fact ass beaters.
Oh no, I'm of the opinion that they can do no wrong. They have not wronged me yet.
Oh, okay. I thought you and Eric. Yeah, I know Eric is not into the Gene.
They have one good song. They have one good
Incredible tattoos.
Wow, no taste.
Ooh,
tattoos.
just the one. I like it.
Just no taste at all.
What is that song, Eric? If it's just the one, I gotta listen.
He's
to
gonna
this
say
one.
Memphis. He's gonna say Memphis because he's stuck in like 2006 and can't enjoy
No,
any
it's gonna
music
be Redeemer.
I don't
afterwards.
listen to Periphery, that shit ass band, the terrible vocals. Ugh. Let me play this. It sounds trash. Jay, what's your division name?
All right, so I just wanted to go like a little bit more traditional, maybe, kind of thinking about some, how the name structures work now. So we're going to be the upper class league. So this is going to be the Cosmopolitan Football Conference.
I like it.
I like that a lot, actually.
We got straight up
in there.
We got fucking straight up like Northern and Southern Virginia there. You
Right.
got Northern, like yeah. We're DC, and then you got the fucking Southern Virginia right in that line. We the ass beaters,
Ass
boy.
beaters. Hell yeah.
I like it. The parody here is fucking amazing.
Oh,
It's great,
man.
isn't it?
Let's fucking
All
go.
right.
I'm
Fran,
down.
do you want to go first or second? I can't remember. Hey, did we snake this last time? I don't think we did we?
Don't snake it.
We
Just
did-
It was
We'll
back and
just go
forth.
back and forth.
It was
I'll
Okay.
just go back and forth.
Okay.
So my first choice, my kind of decision on who like I'm picking is kind of I want to maximize my availability to get into the playoffs. But I also want at least one or two very strong people. So I'm gonna go with my first pick. Unfortunately, not you, Eric. It's gonna be Jason. Jason's got a really strong team. I think he's got a really his is a very underhandedly strong team. He's got guys that are going to move into the first positions. He's got pretty decent players. Obviously, he's got freaking 3 first-round picks this year, and
2 first-round picks and Mike Evans now.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, is that the trade that just happened?
They just happened. It just happened. So
got Mike Evans for the 106.
I think despite this class being really, really weak, I think they'll still surprise us. I mean, we're going to have some pretty decent wide receivers anyways, and even some, pretty good running backs. So,
All right.
Do you guys think a quarterback goes in our first round this year?
It's the most position.
If anybody, maybe like Malik Willis or
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Right, one of the other.
Somebody, Eric's going to work it out where somebody takes Malik Willis and then trades it to him for like a 2025 8th-round pick.
Right.
I heard a really
that deal is on the table.
I heard a really convincing argument on a PFF. There was a couple. I always forget these guys' names, but it's the guy with the glasses, and then the dude who usually has like the long blonde hair.
Oh, it's
Austin
and Mike.
Steve Harvey. And so yes, but they were talking about how no one's really talking about the idea that Brian Daboll could take Malik Willis and kind of build that Giants offense around him rather than Daniel Jones. And the more I listen to his argument, the more I'm like, oh, you bet your ass. If that happens, I think Malik Willis could be a really good fantasy option.
And the Giants are going to get gutted, man. I really think they're going to churn that roster. I wouldn't be shocked to see them even try to distance themselves from Saquon. I know like Galladay's probably untouchable. Kadarius Toney probably is untouchable for a minute, but I'd be shocked if they didn't kind of dump a lot.
Right, Slayton, Sterling, Ingram, all of them.
Yeah,
I mean they got to go. It's not working for them.
I love Sterling Shepard so much, though. I'll be honest with y'all.
He's an underrated player, but he's not going to move the needle for them. If you put him with somebody that needed like a 2 or a 3, he is ideal.
Tennessee.
Yep.
Miami would be perfectly fine with him too. I mean, you've got the number 1 in Waddle. Just bring him somebody who can compliment him and take some pressure off. If not, he'll take it.
All right. Jay,
Eric.
what you got first, my man?
Eric.
You picking me?
Yeah.
Oh, we went first.
Nice.
I went first last year, so that's the trifecta.
No
right
one
there.
gives a shit. Shut
No
your face.
one asked you.
I'm upset I didn't go first. I was ready for it. Congratulations, Eric. Whatever. I don't give a fuck.
I'll take
Your mom's
formerly
proud.
known as Burnham, but Cowboy Customs. I think he's got a reasonable team, but he's kind of on the decline. He is making some trades, but I think he's more human now. That team is more human now than it's ever been before. Like before, we were like, shit, he won again. But now, we beat him a ton last year, didn't we?
I think he was like 8 and 5, or 8 and 6. I think it was 8 and 6.
Whose team was he again?
Burnham. Old Burnham.
Fuck Burnham.
Oh yeah.
I'm just throwing it out there. I'm gonna keep the train rolling. He's out of the league, but I'm gonna keep it going. Fuck
All right. I always get confused between him and Corey. Who's who now?
Yep.
But okay.
All right.
I'm taking Keith.
God damn.
All right.
That division.
Why you got to be in my division, Keith? Fuck you.
Oh, I love it.
It
It
sounds
wasn't even your fault.
It sounds like Jay is going like super top heavy. Like assuming my team doesn't die on the field, like he's already picked. I don't know. You better start taking some cupcakes, Jay.
What I think this is going to start sounding like is it looks
You're
like
a real man, Jay. I don't want cupcakes.
It sounds like we're going kind of like the opposite,
Cupcakes are delicious.
of like what's going to happen. Because if he's got a strong division, they're going to take Eric out probably faster. Prevent him from getting into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Man, there it is. I love
I
it.
don't know, man. Eric's team is probably a lock for the playoffs, no matter what. Like,
You can show that belt all you want. You still came in second twice in a row.
Okay. So my average
I know.
finishes are second, and first. Okay.
A loser's a loser. You still lost.
Yeah.
This
If you ain't
says
first,
otherwise.
you're last.
This says otherwise. But this is not about me. Who's next?
I will pick Cam, actually.
There it is. Number 5 overall, baby. If you ain't first, you're 5th.
Look, the reason I picked Cam is he's very beatable.
Doubt it very much. With this one
Very
first-round
beatable.
pick I will win the entire league. Quote me on it. This one pick will win me the entire league.
Said the same
That's
thing
it.
last year, sir.
Yeah, and I'll say it every
Cam,
fucking
just
year.
don't take a quarterback and don't trade it to Eric. You got to
No,
do those two things, and you might be okay.
I want to say there's a trade embargo on Eric, but I can't do him like that. But there is a trade embargo on Eric.
No, I've offered him several quarterbacks and several picks.
Oh, come on, the dipshit. Really? You had to throw that in there?
It is known that's your nickname. That's what everybody calls you.
It is known. I don't like it. I'm
speaking
honored
of-
to be in the ass beaters. What up?
All right.
I'm gonna
Who
go
we
with Corey next.
got? Corey Bug. Sorry, I shouldn't call
Wow, you did him like that.
Bro,
You
he's
really
gonna
did him
fuck-
like that.
Oh,
You really did him like that.
Just word of
Corey.
advice. Don't call
Tag
him that.
him.
He doesn't like it.
Tag him.
Goodness.
oh, he done goofed. And that destroys his season right there.
Corey just quits now. We got to go find somebody else.
I know.
So we
I'm
got
ready
we got
to,
a hell of a division so far. Holy smokes!
man, I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
Yeah,
I'm
I
ready to
love
go
it. Can I
with,
just say how much I love it personally?
I have no friends in my division. Yeah,
I
I meant
know.
it. I know what I said.
I'm,
No friend. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'm in up the next pick with Nick Johnson, the bastard who doesn't trade anything. God, he doesn't trade.
He
I'm
is a
going to
bastard.
destroy this fucking division, and I am so excited for it. Yes, Nick, you dumbass. You got drafted, and you're going to get fucked up again.
I feel like I know who's going to get picked next, but
I know who it is too.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you better.
I already put him in the dock.
Here it comes.
I'll take Jeff.
So
I was actually
this
going to
is
say.
what's
I
happening.
thought it
see
was
something
Bryson.
that's happening here.
I thought it was Bryson because he actually went deep into the playoffs. So that was a shocker for me. I was surprised by that.
No, Clint or Jeff has a great.
Jeff is gonna be
legit,
scary, dude.
Really
Clint's
good.
team.
team.
Hey, but Bryson ends up in it every year, though. You can't take that
Bryson is-
away from him.
Bryson's the second luckiest person in fantasy football that I know.
Well, no, that's
know-
true because
do
we
you know who's
watched
the first?
draft actual ass. But
You know
don't
who's
you
first?
don't you even fucking start. You know what? Consistency, baby. No luck in this. That's called consistency. Consistency.
Consistency.
No luck in consistency.
All these titles and belts.
Well, I'm seriously, I'm literally using the Bryson like logic at this point because he was a part of a, unfortunately, very weak league. So, Bryson's gonna be the big guy. He was the big guy.
He was in the what was it, the semifinals the year
Yeah.
before? I think Eric beat him to
Yeah.
go lose.
I can't even
Pretty
talk
sure
shit.
that's how
to
that
him.
went.
He's got the belt. Like, I don't even try to now. Like, nothing we say to him
Yeah.
is going to stick until he loses it. And then once he loses it, then he's going to be on like a downhill decline. That's when I'm going to pile on and just say,
No,
really
Cam.
more.
I'm not going to show the gun, but
I
yeah,
took
I'm gonna
3
show-
championships from him. I can say whatever the fuck I want.
This is true.
You guys have
Fuck, it makes me
traded
so mad.
Eric so many draft picks next year. I don't think a decline's coming.
Nope.
Oh,
And it's
no,
it's all your guys' fault.
Yep.
I didn't trade him
Yeah.
picks.
Hey, Keith, don't point the finger at me. The other ones.
Hey now, I didn't trade him shit. He won't take anything from me.
Yeah, because you trade horrible trades.
He just preys on these underlings.
Jay likes my trades.
Did you, Tran? Do you appreciate that? And Cam, he called y'all underlings.
I think the
I
record
can agree
Jason-
with Cam.
Jason,
I can
I'm
agree
still
with
so
Cam's
upset at
bullshit.
your JT trade. I would have given you just take it.
Do
Take
you
any-
remember when I
anything
tried
you
to?
want.
Do you remember when I tried to give you the world for Christian McCaffrey? You should have
You-
took that too.
This was okay.
He
That
never
was
played,
like 2 years ago
but
when
he's still.
I know. Honestly, before last season started, I was going to offer you CMC for Jonathan Taylor and Hawkinson, and I didn't think you'd do it.
Oh,
So I
would've
kept it in
done
the chamber.
I would have done it.
I know. I should have.
Damn.
Yeah, it was.
Shoulda,
Shoulda,
coulda,
coulda,
woulda.
I know.
That's
I know.
the motto in Dynasty, baby.
Yeah, that's
Tran.
all right.
Close us out.
Final pick, obviously going to be Cody.
Toby.
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 Who,
Or
oh,
Toby,
Toby.
whatever.
Toby. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, Toby, my bad.
I forgot he was in the league.
I know, right?
Toby. My
He
man,
was
congratulations.
active for like the first week and then he left.
Yeah. He was like,
So I
guys, I'm
get
really excited
Bryson
to be
anyway,
here.
Mitchell.
Yeah, you ended up with Bryson. I'm telling you, he's sneaky good though. Like Bryson doesn't contribute to any conversations, but that guy watches more college football than any of us. You got to watch his ass sometimes like that.
Right.
He will surprise you.
I will watch his ass.
You watch it.
Wash his ass.
I'm gonna send him a
Watch
message
his
like,
ass.
Grayson, I need to watch that ass.
Okay,
And then
so
just
Jay,
out of context.
run down your conference again now.
All right,
So
so,
we
we've got myself,
That's
Eric.
Jay.
Keith, Corey, Clint, and Bryson.
That's a strong conference.
That is unbelievable. Why would you guys do that? I respect it, Jay. I really do, man. Let's make things as difficult for everybody as possible.
I think. Well, no. And here's the thing. I think Jay and I are on the same page when it comes to why we chose the way that we did. We just don't want Eric winning again.
Oof. Collusion. You just said it.
Well, I appreciate it.
You can't just
Well,
put it
I
out
mean,
there.
who?
I'm very-
okay,
I'm
wait,
very
wait,
flattered.
Cam,
But
who
it doesn't
here wants
matter.
Eric to win again?
I mean, I don't, but I'm not going to actively. Yeah,
No one's
I'm on board
actively
with it. I'm
colluding
tart
anything. It's just a matter of it's smart.
Seems like
and
it.
I am
Seems like it. This league
maximizing
will be
my
dissolved.
availability to get into the playoffs. You know.
That's
I think
true.
We just need to
And it's gonna
conspire
be-
against Tua.
It is
So
going to
you're-
be so sad when you don't make the playoffs.
Trans conference is you're guaranteed 2, right? Because
Right.
Okay, you're guaranteed 2, and then possibly whoever finishes highest in points scored
Right.
gets the last pick no matter what.
Yep.
Of who's left. Okay.
Yeah.
So I could still go 500, but I'm going to score like 300 more than everybody. So I'm
Absolutely.
6th, definitely.
I don't think that's going to happen, but sure.
Wait,
You're right.
how's
It'll
the
probably be
fifth work?
400.
What's
I
up?
forgot. How does the fifth? How does that work?
So I'll
Record?
run down first to 6 because I honestly
Yeah.
I can't remember just like a particular thing. So the first is the first 2 seeds are the number 1 seeds in each division. So
Mhm.
record, if the same record, obviously who has more points. Number 3 and number 4 are the second best teams in each division, and that is like the determination of the 3 or 4 is by points or record first and then points if tied. So 5 is best record left, whoever that is. And if there's a tie, I mean, this is a pretty recurring theme. If there's a tie, there's more points. And then 6 is whoever has the most points scored, no matter record.
Right.
I
So it
think
doesn't matter
last
the
season-
division.
Yeah, exactly. I think last season, same with. So the 5th and the 6th seeds can come from any division.
Mhm.
I think last year we had 4 teams from my division,
Yes.
and then the other trash ass division had only 2.
Because Dean snuck in with the most points, and then who came in? Was it? Oh, I think it was Keith that snuck in afterwards on the 5th.
No, I was 3.
You were 3.
Yeah.
Forgot who snuck in.
Dean snuck in and just fucked off right out of the league.
Wait, no, because it
No,
was.
Dean.
I know, because I know it was Cam and Bryson were the first 2 on the other, and then it was Eric and Keith on ours, right?
Burnham was fifth.
Burnham, that's right.
Yeah,
Fuck 'em.
Burn got in.
Who was number 1 seed? Y'all remember? Do you remember what that record was?
No one cares. Oh my god.
13-1, like 400 more points scored in second. You know, no big deal.
Weak.
God.
So weak.
You see my table raising up? That's my fantasy football boner happening.
I understand.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
it
hope
only
my mom's
moves
not
like an
watching
inch.
right now.
I got to tell you,
Well,
Eric,
that's all I got.
that belt does look nice on camera. I'm not going to lie.
It looks nice on Cameron. That's what it is. Said it wrong. I want it.
On Cameron.
Give him the Brady Bunch treatment.
Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it.
Whoever ends up with it next, though, that thing is literally at least 8 to 10 pounds. It's a good weight, man. I'm telling you.
I got to run, fellas.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
this is probably about a good time to
Good
wrap
to see you,
it up.
Jay.
Yeah.
You too,
Jay,
buds.
bye, buddy.
See you, man.
Bye.
I gotta stop thumbs upping everybody. That shit's lame, but I do it too much. Like I've done it like 5 times during the pod. Like people at work would be like, "Man, how you doing?" I'm just like, "What's up, man?" I'm like, "You're doing one of these." It started as a joke, and now I do it like, or like I randomly see somebody in Walmart. They're like, "What's up?" I'm like, fuck. I don't know. It's a dad thing. I want.
You should learn how to do like the blood. You know how people used to do like the blood thing?
Oh, my God.
It's like throw it up all the time. Like, what's that? Hey, man.
Just
Blood.
super nice about it. Just
Yeah, it is. Or something like
Jesus
that.
Christ.
I used to be in gangs in my youth.
Dude, the first place I ever saw that, I had no. This is so dumb. I saw the lead singer of the Bled doing that on an album cover, and I'm
That's
like, oh,
fucking cool.
I was like, wait a minute.
I'm
And
gonna
then
go back.
everybody's like, yeah, that's the Bloods. I'm like, that's fine. I'm not into gangs, but I was into the Bled.
I was into the bled.
You know, the singer of the Bled is a writer on Funny or Die Now. That's what he did. That's what he does. That's his job.
No, I had no idea.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
Yeah,
I-
Well,
good
that
for that
band
guy.
was a joke, so that's a good,
right,
good
y'all.
occupation
I
for
got
him.
to get
I
going.
still listen to Silent Treatment a lot.
That
All right,
album
man.
is so
See you,
good.
Tran. Stick a finger in.
Stick a finger in.
Later, Tran.
Later, man. Have fun,
Later,
too.
Tran.
Man.
Have fun.
He is just fucking. He is on cloud 9 over there at his ass beating fucking ski trip.
Can I say something? I'm
Yeah.
a little upset about how that draft went.
Me too.
Oh, dude,
I don't
I'm
like
all
it.
about it. I
Our
love
divisions,
it.
we have to play each other twice, right?
Yes. That's brutal.
Dude,
I'm stoked.
But you know, that
Me
was
and Jason,
strategic, though.
hell yeah.
Honestly, that was strategic on his
we're gonna
part.
make it. Me and
Yeah,
Jason
it
are
was.
1 and 2.
Here's
Like,
the thing. Here's
Look
the
We're
thing.
in,
out,
baby.
we
Like,
made
we're
it.
still getting 4 people from our division in the playoffs. It doesn't matter. Like, it's going to happen.
yeah, it
I
doesn't
feel,
matter.
I feel like 4 are coming, and then the other 2 are right there, most
Yeah.
likely.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, let me
Trent's
see.
like, I'm gonna get in the playoffs. Like, bro, you haven't been in once. What makes you think you're gonna get in this year? Be a big sexy
Trading-
up here. Take
He
it.
traded for
and-
Tyreek Hill and Nick Chubb.
Oh, that's phenomenal. No, I'm super stoked. I'm excited to keep whooping Nick's ass and then him never responding to anything.
Yeah, how y'all got Nick, freaking Toby?
Oh,
You got
man.
Nick, Toby. Both of y'all are trash, and then freaking Cowboy.
Wrong.
Cowboy's going to be the one that actually wins that division.
No, wrong.
I noticed
wrong.
you. I noticed you skipped over it earlier in the flow of things, but you know, Nick Sirianni had a lot to say about his love obsession with Jalen Hurts, and
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna make sure you remember it all season long.
that's fine.
I'm all about it.
Actually, no, I'm probably
Everybody
gonna-
talks about him being replaced. I don't
I
know.
wouldn't.
I know they've got draft capital, and people are probably still on the, let's go get Deshaun Watson thing, which is totally fine. I got Deshaun Watson sitting on the bench waiting
Yeah.
for Superflex,
right.
but
We're not doing that.
I just don't.
Yeah, let's
I
go ahead and
just
turn that
don't-
on.
yeah. Now's the time.
We agreed upon 2028 for it to be
Oh.
Superflex. Okay,
Wow.
Not
it was
it.
2020. It legit was 2024. So we will be
Oh, I
moving
thought
to
it was
Superflex
3.
2024.
Okay.
No,
Well,
Eric's happy
it's
it's not
2024
24 right now.
Oh God, I'd be fucked.
Yeah,
Sooner
you'll be
or
so
later.
fucked unless
But-
you came and talked to somebody.
Dude, Tua, I think you're gonna be just fine with Tua. I really
I
do.
agree. 100% agree.
I
Like
hope the
all you
worst.
need right now is a QB who's not gonna sink you, and you have that. Now I'm not gonna help you out and trade you Lance for less than market value like you keep trying to come with.
Try to give you what's his name? DeAndre Hopkins, and it probably wasn't a great trade, to be honest.
No, it wasn't. And here's why.
It was like the 206, I think.
I'm selling you the dream, man. We've talked about this before. When you sell a trade to somebody, you got to sell them the dream of upside. Lance could be Lamar Jackson 2020. And you're like, nah, I'll keep CD Lamb, it's fine. I understand.
Especially now with him.
Yeah,
But
I know.
see,
I've been-
I'm not even asking for a CD Lamb. I just want to have a conversation.
What do you want for Jalen
Because
Hurts?
my thing
Hey,
is,
real quick, boys,
I got
I got to
Hurts.
jump off of here. It's been so fun. Happy 50th. I love you guys.
It's the Jubilee anniversary. I looked that up earlier.
Oh, that's a thing.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You know, you're like Ruby Emerald anniversary, shit like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I love you
Ken,
guys.
appreciate you coming on, bro. It's been awesome.
Yeah, thank y'all for switching the day around for me. I was really, really excited about this. So glad we got to do it and then do the podcast. So
hell yeah.
I'll hold you boys later.
Damn it.
Keith,
Love you,
All
Cam.
right, man.
Take care, buddy.
Love you, bro. But what I was saying is, man, you know, you look at this year, I got Fields and Hurts for sale. Either one, you're streaming up to almost 30 points a game some weeks, you know? And this is just streaming. I mean, imagine you had Tua and Fields or Tua and Hurts. You got every week, you just throw one up. Who's got the better matchup, you know, and just stream that shit. All your problems go away. But you don't want to have a
I don't have
conversation.
any problems right now.
You have problems.
I really don't.
You have problems. Who does the Dolphins play?
I always say,
Have you looked at the schedule?
a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. Okay. Sorry. Keith's face.
It's just, I mean, it's like
I like to
Eric's-
kill two birds with one stone.
it's like Eric's got just a list of grandpa isms on the wall. It's like, hold on. Yeah, bird in the hand. That's what we'll go with.
All right, here we go. Let's see here. Miami Dolphins. They play Baltimore, Chicago, Cincinnati, Detroit, Buffalo, New England, the Jets, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Green Bay, Minnesota, New England, Jets, Buffalo, Chargers, Houston, San Francisco. That's pretty stout.
That's way too early to be looking at no strength of schedule for me, to be honest.
Well, until you see Houston. I mean,
Yeah.
Houston sounds like a championship week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does.
That's probably decent.
And I will be
Also-
in the championship. Y'all know that.
Probably.
Mm.
I'm just glad things reseed in the playoffs. Like
For real.
because I don't want. Like, can you imagine with the divisions or the conferences that got picked, if the brackets stayed that way? That would be unfair,
Yeah.
right?
Agreed.
Right. But I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's too early to look. I mean, so let me change the way I say this. Harbaugh. All right. Chicago, that's debatable. Cincinnati, Super Bowl team. Detroit, you fucking have the heart on for that guy.
I love me some Dan Campbell.
Buffalo and New England twice a year. Fuck.
Yeah.
The Jets, Cleveland, great defense. Pittsburgh, great defense. Green Bay, yeah, I'll give you that one.
They got pretty good defense.
Yeah. Minnesota, I'll give you that one. But for the most part, Chargers, San Francisco. I mean, for the most part, they're playing good-ass defenses next year.
But even those teams with the good defenses, a lot of those teams have really good offenses, so you really could get some garbage time.
You can.
That's the thing, man. I almost wish there was an anti-garbage time setting in the league. It's like, all right,
You get like a third of the
20,
points.
yeah, things don't. When you get down by 20 points, ratchet back by half.
Yeah.
Right.
You only get 75% of the fantasy points in the third quarter and on.
Well, I remember when I first started playing fantasy, you weren't penalized by how many points the team scored against the defense. So my strategy was always take a bad defense that's on the field all the time, because they got a lot of sacks, they got a lot of turnovers, just because they were out there 3/4 of the game. And then when it's, you kind of had to adjust a little bit. And that's when people were we were taking scores on paper. Like when I first started playing fantasy, it was paper. Like, ooh, I'd hate to be the commissioner.
That's when you need to
that
pay
would've
like
been
commissioner
awful.
fees back then. But I see
Yeah.
some people say that shit now. Should you tip your commissioner? Like, are you kidding me? No, never. Unless it's me, then y'all should always tip me. But
What? One
I'm
thing
not
we
splitting
do.
tips with Jason. That's the big deal.
No, that's
No.
fair. That's fair. You guys have co-commissioners. Y'all could fight for the cash. But
Mhm.
in one
I'll
league,
win.
in my
I'll shoot you.
probably. But I'm in that league with 14 people, and we let that's a $75 buy-in, and we let our commissioner play for free in that league because he kind of does do a little bit. But
That's an
when you're
auction league too, right? You said?
that one's not the auction
Oh,
league.
it's not
That's
the
the
auction.
keeper
Okay.
league. Yeah, the
Oh,
auction
gotcha.
league is we just do that free on Yahoo just to keep it.
You said it's 14 team?
Yeah, 14 team keeper league, and it's like there's
I like it.
it's tough, man. I hate 14 teams. I
You need a good tight end. Like, you need to take one of those top 3 guys in a 14 team
I
league.
lucked
Whoa.
out. I lucked out and I took tight end midway and had Tunyon, and he got hurt, and Dawson Knox was out there. So I lucked out there. But
Same player.
That team did, basically that team did the same thing that all my other teams did: get to the playoffs, and everybody took a week off, unsanctioned week off.
Yeah. That was my championship week in the league that Jason had the trophy for.
Mm-hmm.
Dalvin Cook and Zeke Elliott. Dalvin Cook literally, besides being injured, that was their 2 lowest scoring games of their career. And you tell me he's not the luckiest of all time, the LOAT.
Well, I had Cooper Kupp stat. Like, I kind of built that roster on the Rams because I was so sold on the Rams being, what they were.
Yeah.
And then I got to the first week of the playoffs, and A.J. Brown came back and got like 30 points, and I lost by 10. So A.J. Brown just worked me. Like,
I just picked him in the second round of a best ball draft. We do like these little $3 buy-in best ball drafts. I'd stacked him with I got Dalvin Cook it was the 106 or the 107. And then I came back and got AJ Brown. I'm like, hell yeah, like that.
Oh, dude, I'll take that all the time.
I love AJ Brown is what I'm trying to say.
I wish Jason wasn't such a Titan fan, because I would give him the 1-1 for AJ Brown right now.
Oh yeah.
You gotta give me a little something more.
Come on, man.
Wait. Hold on. Yeah,
I'm giving you Breece Hall.
You're giving me Breece Hall. And I just got Mike Evans.
Now I don't want to, because you got Mike Evans.
That was a good trade, though. Honestly, I think for both sides, I really like that trade.
I tried to eyeball it
because I think Cam is, to me, that's a rebuilding team, or he should be. I don't think he's got a very good team personally.
Cam is kind of in a sweet spot where he'll probably make the playoffs, but how much longer? Like, you've got Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers. You kind of need to be piecing some stuff together,
And that's my philosophy with Dynasty in general is like, if I'm not one of the top 3 teams, I would say, as far as like winning the championship, I don't care about making the playoffs. Like, I'll tear it like I did we have another league together, the Dynasty.
Yeah. You didn't have a chance in that one anyway, though. Like,
I did beat you in the playoffs.
I've already. Why are you talking about old stuff? I've already won that league this year. Like,
you have a very good team.
My team is solid, but the injury bug is always my issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's an interesting.
You have a ghost that haunts you. I don't know.
Yeah. I want to do eventually do like a Dynasty, like a 101 almost, or like just like talk about Dynasty philosophy. So
we
I'd
do
love
need
to
to
have
get
you
that
on
over
that
with.
show. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to do that soon.
I think we could really help some folks out, or
I
like
agree.
at least give some information out.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun. I mean, I think I was talking to I went down to watch the Super Bowl with a couple guys from Noobs, and Fight Club in Noobs has he's got CMC and Zeke Elliott. He's got a really good team, but we've talked about some of these team constructions before, and he was even telling me, he's like, if I had kind of realized what Dynasty was more about, he's like, I was aware because we had talked about it, but he's like, I would have drafted my team a little differently. I'm like, you have a great redraft team, but your team is one of those that could kind of hit a wall pretty quickly, especially like this may be the complete timeshare Zeke Elliott season. And when that happens, if you don't have Pollard, you're kind of you're automatically moving your RB2 to the flex.
Yeah.
And he's got Dobbins coming back, and he's got some pieces. I don't believe in Dobbins as much because of
Nor do I.
Lamar's.
They don't get any
Lamar's,
targets. They don't target. He doesn't target the
right,
running back ever.
and my whole thing is if Lamar's running for 1,000, where's Dobbins? Production
and
coming
taking
from?
goal line opportunities. Like,
Yeah,
I had it out with somebody on Twitter like before last season, before Cam Akers and before Dobbins both got injured. But I was on the Akers side of it.
sure.
And I cited that same thing. I was like, look, man, this is the historic targets that Lamar Jackson's running backs have got. And I think it was the most was like 35, 36, something like that on a season. And then this is how many carries he gets inside the 10-yard line, how much ever that was. And it was just, I like J.K. Dobbins. I think he's good. I think he's really good.
J.K. Dobbins is a top 10 talent in a bad situation.
Agreed.
I mean, a good, honest to God football situation, but really bad fantasy situation.
Right.
Imagine if the Chiefs were smart at all and they drafted Dobbins, or Jonathan Taylor, or actually I think Dobbins was a year after, wasn't he?
Yes.
He was in that class.
No, right?
It
was this was his second year. He came in with JT and CEH.
That's right.
And DeAndre Swift.
Yeah.
Man.
And I still don't mind. I don't know, maybe I've just got potential fog here, but I still think just because of where he is, CEH could be that guy, but I don't think they're ever going to let him be that guy. And I don't think he could do it anywhere else. I guess he's smaller than I realized, maybe not as
5'7".
durable. Yeah, I'm not sure. You can have small guys who are really good goal line backs. They just have a nose for it.
Sure.
I don't know that he is that.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, Darren Sproles was actually a pretty damn good
Right.
goal line back, which is weird as hell because he was 5'7", 195 maybe.
Yeah, he wasn't 200 pounds.
Yeah.
CEH makes him look,
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, CEH I think is a really good player, and I think going forward he's probably going to be a 2-down back that's going to, top out at like a 600 rush, 600. I think he's going to be one of those middling Austin Eckler, a diet Austin Eckler guy. 600, 700 each, but they're platooning a lot too, man. I really thought they were going to concentrate on one back more than they did, but they're not concerned with that.
Nope.
Which is weird because that's always been Andy Reid's kind of MO is to have one back.
We talked about this. We were doing the pod about guys we think can make that jump, and one of my biggest arguments was, the Brian Westbrook comparison. I'm like,
Jamal Charles.
Andy Reid's career is littered with guys that got 350 touches, and I thought this was next in line.
Yeah,
and maybe it's still coming, but
I wouldn't bank on it.
I wouldn't either. They're just not doing that anymore.
No,
but he's never had a Mahomes either.
Fair. That's very fair. Jason, you got anything else
I think they should just re-sign Kareem Hunt. All's forgiven at this point.
No, they can't do that now. I've traded him away too many places. Sorry, man. Keeping it selfish.
Yeah. Gosh, there it is.
Go.
But yeah, if we got nothing else, man, I'm gonna wrap this thing up. We'll wrap it up. That was absolutely a lot of fun, and it felt good not having to stick to a very strict little show sheet there. So, anything else? Y'all got anything to plug?
Go send me trades, you bastard.
That's
Keith,
true. I've got the 101. I've got the 111. I need a wide receiver, I think. Come at me.
We will definitely do that. And Eric, the same goes to you, man. You need some Justin Fields in your life.
I love Justin Fields.
I know you do.
I really do.
I know you do.
But I just now I have Allen Robinson and David Montgomery in my starting lineup. So it's like, do I really want to put that much stock into the Bears offense? Oh.
That's kind of where I really still do believe in Brandon Ayuk, but I've got Kittle, and sooner or later I'm going to have Lance. Somebody's probably got to go.
See, here's where I can get really shifty here. I have Mooney and Fields. We can make this a package deal.
You don't have Mooney anymore.
I don't have Mooney anymore?
No. He was part of that Lamar Jackson trade. I made sure, like when I came at
Shit,
you,
I forgot I did that.
yeah, Mooney was really the piece I was most interested in because I didn't think I had it for Eric last
You
year in the playoffs.
shisty little bugger.
That was good, Keith, because I forgot that even happened. Wow.
Yeah, but I mean, look at what else you got. I mean, I'll still take AJ Brown. You
I'm
know,
looking.
Mooney can
That
come back home.
101, that 101 sounds real tempting, honestly. But I'm not trading you anything. So, but do you understand? It's not because I don't like trading with you. It's just because we're kind of definitely the top two teams in my opinion.
I don't really like trading with either one of you guys because I know both of your teams are to a point where, like, what I want ideally is to make my team better and really not make the other team better, even if they think they're getting better.
Oh, yeah.
Right. That's what everybody wants.
What?
That in the world of trades, that's what everybody wants. I don't have assets to give you guys that you guys are just going to use as window dressing. Like there are trades that go on in our league where I'm like, okay, that's a better trade for one of them, and the other one is like, I'm not sure it made the team better, even though the name made it seem better.
Right.
That sounds like recency bias and so.
Well, and you know, this is a go get your guy kind of thing.
Yeah.
My team's not necessarily better for going to get Darnell Mooney, but I know I'm trying to trade for down the road should something explode in Chicago.
Yeah. Playing
Right.
chess, not checkers.
Well, I need to start playing some checkers, man, because like I can't keep going for the future and just pushing a title down the road. Like I've got to sooner or later sell out.
That is, in my opinion, the mistake that screws the most teams over.
Yeah.
Is because they think about, like, yeah, the 3-year window to me is a real thing, but at the end of the day, the championship's what matters. Like I gave you the 101 and I don't know what the other 111 maybe or 112, whatever it was, whatever. I think it was the 111 actually.
Yeah, it was the 111
It
and
was
the
Corey's.
101 for
Yeah,
Cup.
for Cup, but that was like what was that, week 12, week 13, something like that?
It was right before the playoffs, and I knew when I looked at that trade, I'm like, I'm not sure even with Cup, I had the firepower to do anything. So I wanted to make sure that my future was more secure. Because Cup, as I went and got Cup in the other league, I went and got Stephon Diggs in the other league. I've kind of sold out for a title in the next year or two. But I still have some picks, so I'm not bare or anything. But in this league, I'm like, my wide receiver, Calvin Ridley, more than losing CMC for most of the year, I think Calvin Ridley was the one because he was my alpha receiver. I didn't really have anything close to Calvin Ridley. And when he was out, I'm like, okay, now my guys are all middling twos.
Yeah.
I mean, you know my wide receiving core, Keith. I can. We'll see what we can work. DeAndre Hopkins is absolutely on the block. Chris Godwin is on the block.
Those guys come with the biggest red flags in the red flag store.
I'm just saying, Christian Kirk and AJ Green are free agents.
Well, and I got lucky with Cup. I mean, not lucky. Everybody who knows anything is like past success can dictate future success. Mm-hmm. I went and got Cup, and Cup had a ball out kind of year. I'm not sure we see that again. So I was never going to get better value for Cup too. So it was kind of twofold. And I really thought with your team the way it was, you were going to win anyway. There are a lot of people who will see that trade and be like, "Oh, you traded Eric a title." I think that was most likely coming anyway. And don't you worry. I've done all the math. I would not have won even with Cup. Like, because when I saw those playoff games, I'm like, all right, I got to see. Because if I traded this guy.
I need to torture myself now.
If I traded Cup and wouldn't have won the title had I not traded him, I'm not sure I'm here today.
All right, you know what? You know what, Keith?
Yeah.
I believe in myself. I believe in my abilities.
Yeah.
I believe I can fly. All right, and we're gonna do this right now. I am going to trade you. I don't know how to do it though. How the hell do I do it?
We looking for?
Why is it being a piece of shit?
You have to scroll all the way down. Have you never traded picks before?
I've never went specifically for a pick. No.
Oh yeah, you scroll all the way down.
All right, hold on. We gotta go back to the league. We gotta go back.
Oh, that's right. I gave you
Keith.
those 3 first-round picks for.
Oh, there we
Zeke.
go. Trade. Yeah, you gave me 3 first-round picks for Zeke. I never needed them. And
I'm just leaning into it at this
I'm
point.
believing in myself. I want to believe in myself, and because I believe in myself so much, I just gave you the exact trade you asked for.
Come on.
Brees
I
Hall.
literally just gave. I want to believe in myself.
Brees
I
Hall's
think
going
I
to go
can
to
do this.
Philadelphia. Watch it. Brees Hall's going to go to Philadelphia, and it's just going to crush.
And then
his
I'm
spirit.
gonna just and then I'll murder everything. But no, I believe in myself. I can do this.
Yeah, that's the only thing about trading the 101 before the draft. It's like, man, what if he goes to Atlanta?
Ooh, or Miami, Atlanta, good. Tampa Bay. Well, it depends on what happens with Fournette, but
Now I
actually,
feel like
Tampa
I
Bay
need
is
to
kinda
do
whatever,
the
yeah.
Jason thing. Well, you got to throw in some sweeteners too.
AJ
Give me-
Brown.
Give me
Oh,
some
man.
Splenda.
AJ Brown is super sweet.
He is super sweet.
Man, AJ Brown for the 101.
It's on. Hey, look, it's proposed. All you gotta do is hit a
league.
button. All you gotta do is hit the button.
I know. And I'm sitting there with, man. Oh, goodness gracious! I'm all tingly. Might be stroking out.
He's like, does anyone else smell toast, Timmy?
Something's burning. I think it's my brain.
It's
I mean,
my brain.
if CMC, Dalvin Cook, and Javante do what they can do,
Yeah.
everybody's still scared of CMC. I'm not. I don't. Obviously he's got 1-1 potential, but if he plays 12 games for me, that's probably 10 wins in those 12 games.
Can I say something about CMC real quick?
Please.
4 seasons in a row, he has been the number 1 running back in points per game. I know he hasn't played a lot of games in the past 2, but 4 seasons in a row, that's something. That's something.
Yeah, well, you look at last year, what did he play, 5 games? And I think he had like a 1-2, 5-5, and then it was something ridiculous.
He was number 1 on the week
all the time.
He was number 1 on the week without scoring any touchdowns in week 1.
Yeah.
What are they going to do at quarterback, guys? Are they going to draft a guy? Or are they going to go get?
I heard they're actually bringing Cam back, and they're going to keep that whole weird duo they have there.
I think they should draft someone personally, and then just.
They're at the 6, right? I mean, they could probably trade that 6 out for a first and a second.
Trade back.
And get one of these guys. I mean, why not bring in Sam Howell, man? He's already in Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam Howell. Yeah.
That dude's got some. He's got some wheels,
Corral.
man. Yeah, I mean, this is a weird draft because you guys know yourselves watching the NFL draft how everybody almost every year that there's not an Andrew Luck or a guy like that, they're like, oh, this isn't the year to take a quarterback. And by the time the draft rolls around, people are trading up for these quarterbacks.
Oh yeah. There'll probably. I bet you there'll be 2 quarterbacks taken in the first round of this terrible quarterback class.
I think there's going to be more.
Yep.
I think by the time the draft gets it, Malik Willis is for sure going, and he's the least pro ready.
Yeah. I think Howell is probably going as well.
I think so too. I think if he's there at 20, Pittsburgh takes him, and don't let Kenny Pickett fall. We're not gonna. And I'm not sold on Pickett, but we're not gonna do a Dan Marino thing where a Pitt guy goes buys in the draft again. It just won't happen.
Yep.
Well,
I think the quarterback room needs that, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, fellas, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to wrap this sucker up. Appreciate you, Keith, for coming on, Jason. Always.
Yeah, man. Always a good time.
Hell yeah. We're going to take at least a couple week break here to kind of just let the free agency marinate, the combine marinate, and we're going to kind of take in all the freaking knowledge and everything because neither one of us are like college guys by any means. I don't watch any college football whatsoever. So I want to let people that are smarter than me kind of tell me stuff, and I'll digest and kind of figure out how I feel from there. But anything to say, fellas, before we get out of here?
No, man, just give me stuff. Trade me stuff. I'm you know where I'm at. Trade me.
I will take cash for players, so I'm
That
not above that.
What is the going rate for a superstar is $40? Is that what Cam said?
Well, no, I mean, it's a sliding scale. Give me $40 is an old ass freaking story from. I was drunk as shit one time. Me and Cam were playing a show in Okinawa, and I was drunk and I didn't have any money because I was like right before payday, and I was very new in my career, and I spent all my money because I'm an idiot, and I kept hounding him the whole night. Give me $40 so I could get more drinks. And I don't know. Somehow, this been 10 years now. We've been saying that shit to each other, so I don't know.
That's hilarious.
But $40 will probably get you DeAndre Hopkins.
I didn't know you had Jameis.
I mean, really? You keep on. You're trading the one receiver you're dying to get rid of. I love it.
Honest to God, DeAndre Hopkins is one of only 2 players that I drafted originally in 2019. They're still on my team.
So what you're doing is like, oh yeah, I've had him 3 years. Shelf life is coming around.
He's 29. He'll be fine for another couple years.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Kyler Murray's probably going to retire. Go play baseball.
Do something. What an idiot. Jason, you got anything, brother?
I'm sending you a trade right now. That's all I got.
Me?
Damn.
Yep. Go ahead.
Yeah. All right.
Go ahead. Well, let's just talk from there. Let's just work our way from here. We got a nice little foundation. We'll work our way from here.
Okay. Well, we will. But I'm going to get off of here because I got to relieve myself. So there's that. I didn't want to say that on the pod, but you made me say it.
All right.
All right, boys. We'll see y'all in a few weeks. Be good. Trend. Put a finger in.